what really stood out to me, man, from watching your highlight video was just that you are a gunslinger. And man, just from the different platforms you throw the ball from, excuse me, the flick of the wrist, sometimes rolling out, having to put the ball where it's got to be. Being a former quarterback myself, I understand some of these throws that you got to do. It's got to happen. It's got to happen now. And just how accurate you can be, and the arm strength that you got is that you're just a gunslinger. Okay. Now, my suggestions for your highlight video are the following. All right. First thing is to add an information slide at the very beginning. Take those stat stuff off, and because a college coach can get that from your high school coach, okay? But the biggest reason that we really want to do this, all right, is to have the information there available for a coach as soon as they pull up your huddle highlight video, all right? And the information we want to have on the slide is your name, school, graduation year, position, height and weight, X account, email, and phone number. All right, and the best way to do this is to go on Canva. This is free. All right, just go onto one of their slides, put that information that I just listed on the left, put a picture of you on the right, download that, and then upload that to the very first thing in your huddle highlight video. All right, and the reason being, kind of like I said, just all that information's there. But now a coach can pull your huddle highlight video up and know how to follow you on X. They know your X handle account. They know how to contact you via phone number. Okay, and the reason being is because I have seen coaches, because the coach's time is so short and valuable, and I've actually had to do this myself personally. Of when I can't know how to contact a coach or find a kid on X, I have to pass on it because I can't keep wasting my time on it. All right, because I've got other things that they've got to get done and everything else. So that's one of those deals we just want to really make sure that we get that information slide taken care of. Next is to remove the music. Okay, and the reason being is because we don't want to have anything that's going to distract a college recruiter from evaluating your film. All right, I mean, like I said, sometimes guys will put captions on there, the background sounds on there, the music's on there, and it throws off the coach's evaluation system. These guys are watching 60 to 100 kids in a day, and this is kind of what I did. But they go in a dark room, they got a lamp on, and they're listening to their own music. They're in a zone. Okay, you're just in a zone. You're just watching kids. Man, I'm going to watch 10 quarterbacks a day, and I'm going to watch 10, whatever. Okay, and so sometimes when that stuff pops up, it kind of throws off their rhythm. All right, I've seen some coaches get mad enough to where they just turn it off. All right, so just take that off so just that way we have no distractions in that side of it. Now, moving on to the sequence of plays, all right, within your video. We want to do everything kind of in sections, all right? These sections are going to be long TDs, then your short TDs, so anything from 25 and in the red zone type stuff, then your movements, okay, then your explosives, that's anything 15 to 20 plus yards down the field, and I know some of your movements might have explosives, which is completely fine, all right, and the remaining offensive highlights, and those remaining offensive highlights are more, not necessarily anything that's an explosion play, but still a good play that showcases what you can do. All right. Now, within each section, we want to put all of our best plays at the beginning. Okay. And so, because of that, with how, like I said, with how many kids or coaches watching today, he's going to watch the video for a minute. And after a minute, if he doesn't see anything, he's going to go on to the next kid. All right. So we got to make sure that we're putting all of our top plays at the beginning. That's kind of why we want to start off with that stuff. Okay. And then within each section as well, we want to qualify that more from pass to run. Okay. So I know you had a big explosion run on there that was 20 plus yards. Put all your other explosions and then put that in there as well. Okay. Now, within these, we want to have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 plays within each section. All right, and those be your top ones. Okay, and to make your huddle highlight video all the way, we want to make that thing 3 to 4 to 5 minutes. All right, so like I said, give or take of maybe you don't have as many short TDs that look as well on film or something like that. So now, boom, I can add a couple more explosives. All right, but that's kind of how you want to set that stuff up. Now, one thing I will suggest on your video is I would start them earlier. Okay, like start your plays earlier. That way, a coach can watch drop, kind of see what the defense looks like. It doesn't got to be a lot of time, just a second or two before the ball snap, and then let the catches, especially ones that look that if they're touchdowns, let them keep going. All right, let the play keep going. That way, the coach knows. Okay, he knows that boom, I can see his arm talent because when it goes so quick all the time, it's kind of hard to focus on what they're really looking for sometimes because they're focused on they're looking for certain things. But when you kind of give them that time of okay, hey, it's a 2, 3, 4 seconds in between the snaps for your film, it kind of gives them that little seconds just to process. Okay, I like that. But when it's going boom, 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 sometimes it is kind of hard to process that side. All right. Now, going back to your sections, these timestamps that I've got on here, these are the plays that I would start out with. Okay, so going to the 16-second mark. All right. So like I said, these are the ones I'd start out with. Great job breaking through all these tackles. Okay, this is a heck of a play. This will get a coach's attention, and then throwing the ball almost 25, 30 yards downfield. But like I said, let him finish it. Let him go score. Let him show that that's a heck of a play. Okay, let that happen. All right. Next, go into your short TDs. Okay, the 1 minute mark. Okay, just showing you still being able to move. Like I said, yes, this is a movement play, but to be able to turn, get hit, arms out there, I've understood that pain when you get hit in the arm like that. It's very not great, but deliver the ball where you put it right in his chest, that's a heck of a ball. So that's a play we want to have in that short TD section. Okay, and then go into movements, backing up to the 38-second mark. All right, like I said, this is why we kind of want to, so we can kind of see what's going on. But a great ball here. Okay, boom, right over it needs to be on that corner route. Great job there. All right, and then backing up here to the 12-second mark. Okay, again, same thing. Let's start it a little bit quicker. Okay, now if the film's cut off due to the filmer, that's their fault. But if you can start it a little bit quicker, 1 to 2 seconds, let them see real quick what's going on, and then they can just see you kind of take a drop, see how you process, and kind of go from there. But if you're already at the back of your drop, things are going crazy. Sometimes it's harder to see that stuff. All right, but This is explosive right here. Flick of the wrist, getting hit, boom, delivering the thing 15 yards opposite hash, basically. Right where it needs to be. Great ball right there. Okay, and then following that up with the remaining offensive highlight. Okay, and that's at the 137 mark. Okay, right, boom, right here. Okay, so right after this one. But like I said, this is just to show being able, all right, just to show being able to put that ball where it needs to be. It's not a big play. I mean, it's still a great play. It's a 10 yard. You sat him down right where it needs to be, right in that window. Okay, that's a great job. That's a great understanding. This is my window right here. This is where I'm at. Boom, I'm putting it away from the safety so he's not going to get hit. Okay, great job leading him down low and away. Can't get tipped away from this linebacker. Okay, that is a fantastic job. Show that there. That's kind of the remaining offensive highlight stuff they're looking for. All right, so with that being said, put that information slide on, take out the music, change the sequence within the sections, put your best plays in there, and overall this will provide a more dynamic highlight view for college coaches. Now, after going over the game film feedback, let's take a look at what divisions you should target. I'm basing this off the most recent highlight video, which is exactly what college coaches are going to do, and where the athlete can receive a scholarship right now. Okay, like I said, this video we just watched, that's what I'm going off of. And this is more of a current evaluation opposed to a projected evaluation. Right, this is a current evaluation, not projected. Okay, and this is based on a few criteria. First thing is the graduation year. You guys are up. Okay, but use this as an advantage. You got an off season, you've got camps, you've got a mid season, and then you've got a full season highlight that you can put out. Okay, so we're going to use this to our advantage. But now we know we can get the ball rolling, so we're not having to wait on these coaches. Okay, this is also going to be dependent on your size, mobility, accuracy, and arm strength. Those are the things that a college quarterback coach is going to look at. All right, and with that being said, the levels you should look at today for a scholarship are the upper D1 FCS level to lower to mid D1 Group 5 level. All right, now you should start getting interest and offers from these schools. Okay, from these college coaches at these levels. And if not, you need to start the communication process with them right now through emailing and calling. Okay, if you need to start getting your name out there through social media. Make sure you're following these coaches. Make sure you're DMing these coaches. Once you redo your video, boom. If you've been in communication with them, hey coach, here I just updated my huddle highlight video, changed some things. Boom, here you go. Check it out. All right. Make sure you're marketing and branding yourself in the correct way, doing things on the field and off the field in the right way, especially as the leader of the team with the quarterback. All right. And here's the deal. The reason we really want to send this out to these coaches is because camp season get ready to come up. Okay, we need to know whether or not these coaches like our video or not. All right, upon getting to camp, because then we can know which camps we need to go attend. If a coach likes our video, let's put our money towards that camp because the coach likes us and he wants to give us an offer, or he's already offered us. Okay, making sure we're doing that stuff because then it's going to help us because you're going to be busy with camps this year. Okay, as a former quarterback myself, I understand going into your senior year, going to be a senior in general of how busy you are with camps. All right, so making sure we're putting that money to the right way. But when you do that to these coaches, you send them that midseason highlight because you've been to their camp. You're going to have their relationship with them. They're going to know who they're watching. All right. But here's the deal: how can we also go attack these levels and get better? My suggestion to improve your game that translates to college football and possibly a higher division are the following. First thing is accuracy. Okay, like I said, these are the things that coaches are looking for. Working on catch and throw drills, simulating throwing bubbles, fast screens, quick game. All right, working on our drops. It all starts from the ground up. Feet are right, everything else has got a good chance. Working on your mechanic drills. Aim small, miss small. Okay, college football, the windows get smaller as the defenders get faster. All right, that window we just talked about, that's going to get closed a lot quicker. Okay, working on film study, learning to leave the receivers open at all three levels by knowing where the windows will be at based on the coverage you're getting, based on the concept you're running. Okay, just having that football IQ. Working on arm strength, developing that core and that length strength. That's going to help create more throwing velocity. You've got some now, but you got to account for those faster college players. So we got to keep working on having more zip. All right, and it all starts from the ground up. Okay, that upper body will follow with the arm. All right, working on squats and exercises that deal with explosion for that power. Okay, working on footwork drill work, doing shuffle and weave between over bag, working on figure eight with cones. That's going to help with that gap pressure simulation. Okay, working on that stuff, and make sure you're having a good base while you're doing these in a football in hand. Okay, it's going to help your mobility in the pocket. All right, and your pocket awareness, which will help translate to the college level. Because college coaches today are looking for quarterbacks who are mobile in the game today. Okay, got to be able to extend the plays. Working on ball security. Okay, having that thing high and tight. You're getting out there, you're running around, trying to find a guy open down the field, making sure we're always got that because you never know who's coming behind you. Okay, you can practice this while you're doing your footwork drills or your sprints or your bag drills or working on pressure simulation, anything like that. If you can't protect the football, your chance of playing is going to go down. Okay, and then lastly is flexibility. Okay, pre and post training stretching. All right, if you guys don't do it as a team, make sure you're doing it. All right, this is going to help prevent injury because your best ability really is your availability. Because if we're dinged up and nicked up in high school, that's going to hurt our chances of video. It's going to hurt our chances of an offer. Then you go to the college ranks. All right, if you're dinged up and nicked up, that's going to hurt our chances on the depth chart. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're taking care of our body now, especially as going to be a college quarterback. It's all about your arm. So we got to make sure you're icing that thing. Make sure you're stretching it. All right, trust me, you got to make sure you're taking care of that. All right, been there and done that. All right, now these improvements are what a college coach will look at. So make sure you double down, do all these things, hit it hard, and if it translates to your video, this can help you level up your evaluation and possibly have an opportunity at that upper group D1 Group 5 level, to the lower D1 Power 4 level. All right, but at the end of the day, everything's going to really come down to your individual work. your outreach, okay, which is huge, as well as your marketing on social media, and the relationship building with college coaches. Because these relationships that you're going to have, this is what's truly going to matter. That's getting ready to go forward for you. All right, which is why the next step is your athlete interview. We're going to get an interview with a coach and get coached on communication and your interviewing skills, which is critical for the conversations you're about to start having with college coaches. So make sure you watch the video beforehand and be ready to go. If you have any questions, we'll be able to answer them at the end of the interview. Thank you.